Okay, good morning again everyone. This is our second video for science meeting for today. And this second video we will move to the main lesson, and this is about Earth and the universe in the chapter 8, and we will go with the unit 8 about the Earth and beyond. Okay kids, before we continue the material of the lesson itself, let's take a look at the picture that we can describe it on the workbook page 17. Okay, first, this picture is the introduction to the spaceships and to the outer space that we will learn over here. So, right now they ask us to describing two pictures that has been prepared to us over here. Okay, this picture may be not clearly in my video, but you also can open your book page 70 and then you can check this out of the picture itself. Actually, this page has been discussed with you in the Zoom meeting just a while ago, so teacher Via only give a summary about it. Okay, in the picture A, we can see the sun, the planets, and stars. And in the picture B, we can see two space. The first is the spaceship, and the second is the surface of the Earth. In the spaceship, you can see stars, rocket, and satellite. And then in the surface of the Earth, you can see people working in the paddy field. Oh, it is actually over here. It's actually over here, everyone, over here. And then buildings, flag, boat, and ship. This is a ship. And this is a tiny boat. This is a flag. This is a buildings over here. And then the others natural things that you can see is like plants. There's too many plants over here. Trees also. Over here there's also too many trees. And then also ocean. Okay kids, that's all for this picture that you can see over here. Let's move to our material for today. Okay kids, in the first lesson we will talk about and discuss about the solar system. You can open your student book page 150. Before, this page was skipped in the Zoom meeting, but right now I will explain it to you. Okay, let's see the things that we need to know. That the first thing that we need to know is there are billions of stars in the space. There are billions of stars in the space. It's unlimited and you can count it all because the space itself is unlimited, everyone. Okay, the second thing that you need to know that the sun is the closest star to the Earth. And the third thing that you need to know that the Earth and other planets move around the sun, everyone. So it's revolve around the sun every day. And then you can see over here, oh, I forgot to tell one thing, yes. We call the sun and the planets around it the solar system, everyone. Okay, and here teacher Via already write it to you. We call the sun and the planets around it the solar system. Okay, you have to make sure that you remember everything that already written over here, okay kids? And then let's continue in the picture. You can find the picture in your book, page 150. Okay, you can see this one. The first planet that is the closest to the sun is actually the Mercury. And then follow the Venus, Earth. We are living here in the Earth. Mars. And following from the Earth is Mars. And then Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Okay, this all is actually the planets in our solar system, everyone. Okay, now that you already know about this, let's continue on to the question. Okay, in this question is actually they ask us to write down two ways in which the sun makes life on Earth possible. What do you think, everyone? What do you think that the sun can make life on Earth possible? The any possible is you can write over here. Okay, let teacher Pia give you the example. Okay, here the example that teacher Pia gave it to you. The first thing is, the sun is the source of light that plants use to make food. And the second example that teacher Pia giving it to you is, many animals depend on food from the plants, or they eat the animals that eat the plants. Okay, and the third thing is, heat from the sun benefit for all living things. Actually, we can live without the sun. It's impossible to live in this on this earth without the light, everyone. It's the same like you need oxygen to breathe. It's the same that you need water to drink. But it's the sun is the same for us. If the sun there's available in our earth, is maybe the disaster for all of the living things. Okay, kids, maybe you can write another example for yourself. You can write it over here in the box on the page 150 on your student book. Okay, kids, let's move on to our next material. Okay, kids, before we continue about our sun is a star, let's see two more important questions about star. The first thing is, what is the star? What is actually the definition of the stars? And the second is, how the star forms itself. Okay, here teacher Pia will write to you what is the definition of the star. So, the stars is a very large ball of bright, glowing hot matter in space, everyone. And the star make its own light. Okay? You have to remember this. The star make its own light. And the star formed by balls of glowing hot gases, everyone. Okay, this is something that you have to understand by yourself. Okay, teacher, but what show in our books or our drawing books, the star is actually formed like this. Okay, this one is the fantasy. This one is actually the fantasy that made by human to make it different from the sun, because we know that all of the planets is drawing like a circle, right? But the stars is actually a ball also, but you know, it can be a light that have been seen by human eyes. Actually, from far away, we can see the ball itself. What we can see is the slide of the light that is shining is performed like a glitter, like a bright thing like this. That's why is the humans start performing it as a fantasy drawing as a star. Can you get it, everyone? Okay, now let's see what is the problem of our lesson for today. So why does the sun is a star? Of course, because the sun is actually can really fit with two definition of its star. First, a very large ball of bright glowing hot matter in the space. Right, correct. And it can make their own light. Its own light. I'm so sorry. That's why the sun it's a star, because it actually can produce its own light, everyone. Okay, that's why our sun is also a star. Okay, let's move to the next material. Okay, kids, here's some facts about sun and earth. The first thing is, at night, you know, the side of the earth faces away from the sun, so it's dark. Okay, the opposite from that, if the earth actually faces the sun, it will be a day. Okay, and the second fact is, stars look very small because they are so far away. Okay, when it's night, you can see the star, right? But it looks very small. That's because they're so far away. Why can we see the sun is round and circle? That's because sun is the closest star from the earth. Okay, kids, now let's continue about the lesson about the moon. Okay, some facts about the moon is, the first thing is the moon is smaller than the earth, everyone. even though the moon looks like the biggest object because the moon close the Earth, it's actually the moon is really small than the Earth. Okay, you have to remember that. And then the surface of the moon is made of rock. Of course, it's like the Earth, but there's no wind, air, oxygen, water, etc. in the moon. There's no clouds, there's no trees, and there's no living things. You have to remember that the living things only can live in the Earth. You can forget about that. And there's no alien also, because the alien is actually a fantastical things that made by human. Okay, kids? And I continue. The moon glows or bright because of the light from the sun. So, this moon is actually didn't have the light by itself. So when you see it in the night, when you see, the moon is glowing really brightly. So because the moon revolves around the sun, so that's why the light is glowing to the moon. So that's why the moon didn't have the light itself, yeah. So the moon is not the stars, only the sun that is the stars. And the moon is also like Earth, it revolves around the sun. Okay, kids, that's why the fact about the moon. Okay, let's move on. Okay, kids, I guess it's enough for today for our material. Actually, I want to give you material about landing of the moon, the changing of the moon, because this will be too many. So I will close it from this material because I will discuss some of the pages that we already answered in the Zoom meeting before. So there's also about astronaut, that is exactly the people that who explore space are called astronaut. But before that, we continue about that. We will discuss it with the pages that I will attach on it after this. So all of the material that I already given to you by my own handwritten. So that's why that exactly the material that you need to remember to your quiz for today. Okay, kids, now we will continue about some pages that we will discuss after this. Some of you maybe didn't know what is the answer, or some of you already joined, but actually we have 4 sessions about in the Zoom meeting today, but some of you will not join. So I will give you the review and summary about everything that already finished, and then I will make sure that you have to attach all of the pages that that already discussed for today in assignment, because there's no assignment, only you copy the answer that already prepared to you. But do not forget, that's because you have a quiz. And the next week you will have the 4th and the 5th quiz, and the 5th quiz for the last week. Okay, kids, let's move on now. Okay, kids, let's continue about our lesson for today. Again, is about discussing pages. Okay, the first question: do you think the sun is big or small, everyone? Okay, if you want to ask me what page is this, you can look after here. It's page 151. Yeah, everyone. Okay, don't ask me again. Okay, do you think the sun is big or small? Of course, it's big. Of course, big. It's more bigger than us, right? The sun is a star. So why do the other stars in the night sky look so much smaller than the sun? Okay, that's because everyone. Right, that's because the other star is much farther away from the sun and from the earth, so that's why it looks smaller. Okay, here you can see this, the answer for number 2. Okay, Teacher Fia will not read it for you, and then we will continue to the next paper. Okay, kids, right now we will discussing page 152 student book. Okay, look at these pictures of the surface of the moon. To those who didn't know where I read this page. Okay, now think about the Earth. How are the moon pictures different from the Earth, everyone? Okay, of course, the answer will be moon only has flat surface with the rock, but Earth has sand, ocean for its surface, everyone. And then, can plants and animals live on the moon? Of course not, because there are no air, oxygen, or water. Without oxygen, air, water, and the sun, there's no living things, everyone. People, living things, animal, plants can live. Okay? And then, about this page, this part, everyone. In the drawing space below, trace around 3 coins of different size. Label them as the sun, earth, and moon. Color in your space picture. Actually, over here, you have to draw 3 kinds of circle. Okay, this is teacher already write to you 3 different kind of circles. I'm so sorry, but the circle look like eclipse because it's really hard to draw really good circles. So from this drawing, you can ask your parents to lend you some jangka that can a perfect circle, or just put a coin to draw in 3 different types of circles, everyone. And then you can place this over here as the sun. Maybe you can draw it as beautiful as it can be. I'm so sorry, Sophia is not really good at drawing, so maybe it's not that beautiful. Okay, you can draw it as the sun, and this one as the earth. You can draw earth by yourself, as I am, like you did in computer project before. And this is the moon. The moon. And then you can coloring the 3 kind of the circles with sun, earth, and the moon. You can do that, right, kids? Okay, now we already finished about this one of things. Let's continue to discuss another paper. Okay, because this video will be too long, I will discuss this in another video. To our 3rd video for today, please check this out, everyone. Yes, today is too many lessons because it's only 1 week that left. So I want you instead, because you not join my Zoom meeting before, so this can all of that I can do for you to discuss all of this. I hope that you can learn well, everyone. Okay, see you in the 3rd video. Bye, everyone.